Hello everyone and welcome back to another announcement video. I am Sylphin and today we're taking a look at recent kind of announcements that's come out from Epic Games about their travel mode, match length, and UI improvement. So my last kind of announcement video here, kind of patch overview, was quite long, so hopefully we can get through it quickly. So this is the first time I'm reading it as well. I mean, I briefly skimmed over it, but I want to explore it with you guys. So it's basically covering travel mode, match length, and UI improvements. So they recently announced their plans to remove travel mode, and it will be coming very quickly. They want to push it out either tomorrow or day after that. I'm not sure, but probably tomorrow. So they are coming out with auto sprint. You will naturally progress into a faster movement speed when you have been out of combat for 5 seconds. How much is it going to be? I don't know. Is it going to be half of travel mode? Is it going to be a quarter? We're not sure yet, so maybe they'll tell us later on. In order to improve match length, we have implemented some of the adjustments. The adjustments we outlined in our match length blog. Inhibitors now respawn if you bring the prime orb to your own capture point, and super minion strength and numbers have been adjusted. Towers have also been changed to allow for the capability of heroes to tank the damage and dive. So definitely going to be rewarding here. Tanks becoming less, well, not less, but just incentivizing their PvE aspects a little bit more as well. But version 0.28 is better than that. Actually need to kind of fix this because they have their last one was 2.7.1, 2.7.2, and now it's 0.28. So what, 0.28.1? That doesn't make sense. But anyways, we've added more ways to level up and progress with a fully revamped daily reward system. Awesome! I only managed to play 1, maybe 2 games a day, so I don't even think I'll be able to benefit from that, but that's okay. We've also added weekly quests. Yeah! Which will allow you to earn some sweet loot like cards and skins if you conquer some objectives for that week. With version 2, see, they need to really fix this. Version 0.28, we've also introduced a major UI overhaul to the game. The revamped homepage will now provide a place for you to check out all the latest Paragon news, stats, and strats. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so general changes. So the weekly card pack, you can figure that out on your own. Card filters, you can now actually filter by multiple affinities, which is lovely because you're like, I want something with this and this. Can't do that. So updated all starter decks to include categories. I'm not sure what they mean. Updated new starter decks so that each fully upgraded card is worth 10 points. Ah, that is exactly what I have been doing for a few days now, a little under a week, so you can actually have all 6 slots with fully upgraded. So you have because the Ember caps out at 60, so you can have a fully upgraded card in each of your slots. Interesting. Add a new intermediate deck. Intermediate decks unlock for all heroes at account level 6. Added 3 new cards for each of these decks. You can check those out. Potions, big ones here. They reduced it by almost a third, and almost looks like the mana potion here is almost reduced by half. No, that's still a third. Starter health and mana potions now only have 2 charges, down from 3, which I think I don't get the sense that that's like bad. I think that's a little bit more balanced because at 3 it seems kind of like a lot, to be honest. Kind of you just stay in lane almost forever, and then like, oh, my potions are out, and you just go back anyways because you have to anyways. So I think that's a good change. Deck builder should now be able to copy starter decks as a base for a new deck. They could do that already. Deck name, some more space and scroll. Good. And some other simple things, I think. So here we go. There's some bigger changes here. A number of match length reduction measures have been implemented. So increasing the economic separation of successful players. If you last hit, you get more power. So you really got to focus on being the best. Last hitting. Focus. So super minions, increase super minion damage versus other minions. Super minion damage versus structures, increase number of super minions by 1 per super wave. So that, I believe, is that's when the inhibitor is down. Yeah. So added the ability of players to tank towers, inhibitors, and cores. Added 65 physical and energy armor to tier 1 tower. Oh, interesting. Okay, so the towers are actually a little bit more healthy, just because they have some resistances. Interesting. Reduced tier 2 tower health from, ooh, that's kind of big, by about a third. Added 65 physical and energy armor to tier tower 2. Okay, so they have a little bit more armor, but the tier 2 towers, oh, that's the closer ones, I believe, if they're doing that properly. Increased tier 1 payout from 200 to 500, wow, more than doubled. And tier 2 payout from 370 to 650. So that's pretty significant. That tier 1 is actually quite significant here. Reduced tier 1 team-wide payout to, oh, okay, yeah, so really incentivizing you to participate in the in the tower kills. So the drip from everybody to the whole team from killing a tower is significantly reduced. So it's incentivizing you to become a part of that tank or the tower kill. Again, trying to get rid of that silly death ball. Players' last hitting towers will result in amber to fly to the killer. Flattened stacking tower damage debuff from 50% per hit. Max stack of 1 to 25% per hit. Max stack of 2. Good. Okay. I wish they talked more about this last hitting, because I think that the towers are now going to work like minions, where last hitter gets 100% and the rest of people in the lane share 100%. I think that they said that in a previous update, but I wish that they specified that here. Let me know if I'm wrong in that regard. So this means that the first hit hits you for 100, and then the second hit, which is the first stack, hits you 50% more. And then the third hit, which is going to be the second stack, hits you for 175%. And then the fourth hit, which is going to be the third stack, is just an additional 25% for 200% damage. And so on and so forth. The fifth hit is 225, sixth hit is 250, etc. Instead of 100, 200, 5,000, a million percent, like it's just kind of ridiculous the amount of damage that those towers were doing. They should do more, yes, but not that ridiculous amount. Reduced inhibitor health from 4,000 to 3,150. Reduced inhibitor health regen from 6.4 to 5.25. Didn't even know they had health regen. Added 65 physical and energy armor to inhibitors. Yeah, so I think it's going to be interesting to see how much this armor actually affects how healthy those inhibitors are. Reduced core health from 8,000 to 6,300. Good, okay. So all of this health and stuff, and the increasing of the power, flattening their damage, reducing the health, reducing the cores, try to get that game time down, trying to get that, yeah, just reduce the length of these matches. You said an hour, 10 minutes, like, come on. Prime Guardian increased team-wide payout from 800 to 1,200. Very big, up 50% there. You're going to be very incentivized to take that more often. Reduced global passive drip rate from 1.7 to 0.7. So again, trying to incentivize people to do stuff effectively and efficiently, and methodically, instead of just kind of running around doing nothing. Okay. Jungle updates. I didn't know that these were happening. So jungle minions can now be stacked. Every 2 minutes, 6-minute 4-buff camps. Slain minion camps will respawn, and living camps will level up. Interesting. The max level of all jungle and minion camps is 5. Okay. So hopefully this stacks perfectly, as in there isn't a reduction in the experience and card power that each level has. So like a level 2 jungle minion is worth twice as much as a number 1, right? Hopefully it's not 100% for level 1, 150% for level 2, so that although that would be smart, because that would mean you have to be more strategic in making sure your minions are killed every 2 minutes. But I don't think that's going to be the case, because they want people to get more power quickly to reduce that match length. Very interesting. Very interesting. So make sure to kill your jungle camps at least every 5 minutes for the whites. And what is that? At least every 30 minutes. Okay, well that's not really going to happen for the buff camps. So interesting. That's really cool. Interesting. Black buff. Rebalance to match with red and blue. Black buff now spawns at 6 minutes and respawns or levels every 6 minutes. Reduced initial health. Reduced initial XP payout. Reduced that stuff. Change basic attack time. Change basic attack rating. Okay, so for the buff. So they reduced the buff damage. You now just attack normally when you have it. And reduced, I mean, really, it's not really going to level up. So, I mean, they basically reduced the character experience and card experience that it gives, but reduces its health significantly. Okay, yeah, so reducing its health significantly will make it more easy to get, making people do more damage to towers, reducing the match lengths. Good. Blue buff spawns at 1 minute. Interesting. Increased health, so it's a little harder to get. Reduced the experience amount, so you're not really getting it for the experience anymore, but you don't attack quicker, and it does less damage. Okay, so but it spawns earlier. Interesting, and I'm assuming it's the same for the red buff. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. They spawn earlier, which is interesting. I'm not really sure what this does to the game. Maybe they found that it was doing too much experience, like it was giving too much experience. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think. What about this? White camp spawn time has been changed to 60 seconds to coincide with the minion wave timing. So now that when the minion waves reach the middle of the map, that's right when the white camps spawn. Very good, because then the junglers are kind of like sitting there in lane, which isn't that bad, but still. Increased health from 345. So they are easier. Sorry, they're harder to get. Reduce the experience. How is that reduced? Card power is actually increased. Maybe that's a typo there. And the player experience is reduced. Okay, interesting. Oh, here, yes. So here's what I was talking about. Okay, so a level 1 wave is more efficient. So yes, so you are rewarded. You are rewarded for killing these camps every 2 minutes, because if you wait, 26 times 2 is 52 and not 45. So letting these camps stack is not as efficient, which makes sense. I mean, that makes sense. You want to be a strategic game, right? So you are rewarded for killing him more often. Very cool. Change basic attack time, change basic attack rating. Okay, so they do less damage. Cool. Prime, Guardian, and Orb. Oh, actually, I guess they do the same damage, actually. They do the same damage. Prime, Guardian, and Orb. The Prime Guardian now does not level up. Okay. It has the same stats at every level. It spawns 6 minutes and respawns after 10. Okay, improved and updated Prime Guardian attack effects. Good. Looks terrible. Prime Orb defense capture feature respawns down friendly inhibitors. That's going to be huge. So now you're going to you have 3 options. Keep it and empower the carrier. Take it to your capture point to respawn your inhibitors. or drop it off at the enemy's capture point and get all of your team's prime card activated. Interesting. Wards enemies should no longer see that a ward has been placed when they can't see you. So that big dome? Is that what they mean? Or like literally the ward that goes out? Not sure. Removed eyeball indicator over your head if you were in a shadow pad and were seen. Color your shadow walking death sentence will be the only things that show eyeballs when seen. Cool. And some little other things here that I don't think would be really all that useful to go over. I am actually excited here for the team comms. I'm already confused by which direction some things are. So now that they've changed it again, so that's going to be interesting. Added to cancel teams comm. That'll be nice. Changed MIA to enemies missing to increase clarity. Yep, because you're just like, am I missing? Who a team is a a teammate's missing in this team fight, etc. Rate limiter to reduce spammy team comms. Good. And so on and so forth. So I think that is all that I'm really going to here we go. I made a recent announcement video of some cards and stuff that I was apparently just given, but here we go. So players will retroactively receive rewards for the days/levels they have achieved. So here, I guess I obviously must have got some of these because I got 13 card packs that I got to produce. So there you go. Those are the rewards that everybody should be getting if you have earned them already. And I'm not going to go over everything else here. There's some leveling out here. But actually, let's see here. All heroes. Reduced basic attack card scaling of casters from 0.7 to 0.4. Interesting. Okay, so trying to emphasize their spells more often. Player bounties. Change killing spree so that it starts on 3 kills instead of 6. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I think 4 and 5 kills is a killing spree. Increase player bounty from 570 to 860. Wow. Okay, so that's going to be for the last hitter. And everybody else will be sharing. The assisters will share that amount. Hopefully that doesn't incentivize the death ball too much. Increased player kill streak multipliers for 2, 3, 4, 5 kills and beyond. From that to this. They've doubled it. Okay. So the longer you stay alive and the longer you can get kill streaks, the more you are rewarded for it. That is huge. Definitely going to incentivize that snowball effect and the team playing, the smart engagements, and all that kind of stuff. Very cool. Heroes now receive damage resistances versus structures, towers, and inhibitors in the core when buying any kind of armor. This calculation uses the sum of the hero's armor. Values under 170 total armor result in less than 6%. So 200 provides about 10%, all the way up to 440, which is 40%. So the more armor you get, the more you are rewarded, but values over 450 rapidly diminish. So yes, so 200 provides 10%. Less than 50% more than that gives you double the value. And once you're at, so 200% up to 350. Yeah, so plus 75% more gives you 3 times. So yeah, it definitely does increase the more you get. So very interesting. That is a lot of armor, though. I mean, I don't think the meta really, at least in all the videos I've done, really a tank to get that much armor would hinder you too much, really. I mean, but I mean, hopefully this does incentivize people to get that much armor to be that much more effective as a tank. So very, very interesting there. Gonna have to test this out actually, because that is a lot of armor to get, but hopefully, I mean, 40%, 20% damage reduction, that is huge. Okay, so got some character stuff here. Anything important? Stasis bomb, reduce AoE from 300 to 180. Wow. Reduce the stun duration. Okay, sometimes I felt like it was kind of a bit long, but I mean, I guess increase cooldown from 100 to 180 at all levels. Wow. Okay. What else is there? Anything big? No longer disappears if gadget is silenced after casting it. That's good. No longer occasionally does an extra tick of damage. Well, that's something that's very important to fix. Howitzers come under lots of shots lately. Now correctly refreshes slow duration. No longer disappears. Not much. Turret fuel / fire time adjusted from 10 blah 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 to 12 at all levels. Okay, so just kind of trying to equalize that out. Yeah, not much is really... Oh, added Red Death Kalari skin. Cool. So Kalari, she was really, really... really changed this last patch. So let's see what happens. Shadow Walk. Activating Shadow Walk while on a Shadow Portal. Well, the Shadow Pad will no longer take you out of stealth. Makes sense? And nothing else. Interesting. A health regen stacks now shown on the HUD. Thank you! I mean, even though you did see your health regen change, you still didn't know how many stacks you had. Chimera can no longer be silenced or CC'd out of Unleash once it's active. Interesting. Have they fixed that one little... Yes, they did. I saw that in a previous patch. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Aha! Yes! Target's root increased from 0.5 seconds to 1 second. Thank you! Because Chimera, the animation of doing his ultimate, was the animation, the root from that was longer than the root on the player. So it actually hindered you from, you know, from engaging, from, yeah. It made the enemy farther away from you when you used it, which, I mean, it was really silly. I mean, yes, it does damage, but you also kind of want the enemy to stay in its place until you're done, which is kind of, I think, sensible. All right, so there's lots more here. Let's see. Sparrow. Okay, so her duration now lasts a little bit longer. Okay, makes her definitely more viable and easier to use. His ability can now critical strike barrage. That's his ultimate, isn't it? Oh, can now critically strike. Oh, that's terrifying. Ah, that's terrifying. Or even if that is his attack speed increase ability, that's still terrifying. Ugh. Oh, that's terrifying. Oh. All right, guys, there you go. There's a little bit of a change. I'm really, really excited to see this auto sprint into a faster movement speed. They don't say how much. They don't say how fast. Well, they do for 5 seconds, but they don't show you like if it's like this. You know, if it's a exponential increase, or if it's a flat increase, you know, or if it goes up really quick and then peters out. We don't know. They don't say that. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens when it does. So, don't want that. So there you go. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of this new patch? I'm really, really excited to see what this auto sprint is like and all these other changes. Hopefully it gets the match lengths down. That's what I'm really excited for. So guys, please comment in the section below what you guys think. What's going to happen? What, are you excited for it? Is this a good move in the right direction? Guys, please like the video if you liked it. Dislike it if you disliked it. Please share this video with the community so that more people can have a little bit more information at their disposal. Please subscribe for much more content coming, and consider becoming a patron to make this content even better, if it is even good in the first place. So, guys, until next time, like always, take care.